I'll be real, yeah. You know what burns us, man, the most? You know when we lose a good girl, a good woman, and she's giving us chance after chance, and we're not listening, you know? We just think, listen, because she's a good woman, she ain't gonna leave, bro. She ain't gonna cheat either. Bro, we just start taking liberties, and then eventually they just have enough and then leave. But do you know what burns? You know when they actually find someone that's actually serious. Oh, bro. Like deep down, yeah, you want her to just lose the plot and, you get me, low-key be outside and just do her thing and see multiple men, because it makes it easier. Like, it makes the heartbreak easier to heal, if that makes sense. But bro, like, you know when she don't lose her morals, bro, and she doesn't lose herself, and she knows and she remembers who she is, and she finds someone, and she's getting treated how she's meant to be treated. Oh, bro, that's a burner, you know. I'm telling you, bro. Make sure you don't lose that good woman, bro, because you're gonna regret it down the line. Because you know what it is, you're gonna end up trying to find the same similarities and the same traits in that one good woman, but you just can never find it, bro. Nothing's the same, bro. I'm telling you. Do you understand? And then one day you're gonna be going through your Instagram, then you might just stumble across her TikTok or Instagram or whatnot. Then you just see married with the ring emoji. Oh god, broski. You're thinking this could have been me, you know. She's all having families and that. Two babies, one boy, one girl, and a dog. Oh, bro, remember and just know what you have, bro. The grass sometimes is not greener, bro. Especially if she's treating you or he's treating you good, bro. Because people love to push this narrative, or you can always get a next man or a next gal. There's options everywhere. I hear it. But listen, not everyone's good, you know. Not everyone's meant to be for you. Just remember that, bro. Try no. So,
telling you, fellas, don't lose a good woman.
It's not gonna hurt her seeing you with someone else, but it's sure as hell gonna hurt you seeing her with someone else, because you know how much she's gonna love them. You know damn well that girl gonna go all out for that person and give them everything that she tried to give you. You already seen how she loves. You know she's gonna support them, remember the little things, hype them up like they're genius, support their dreams like they're already famous. You know she's gonna be patient, loyal, soft, and all the things that she really tried to be with you. But your ass was too stubborn. You thought you knew it all. You never wanted to give her any appreciation. You just thought you had it all figured out. And now your ass don't. Meanwhile, you could post someone's new, and the whole time she's generally happy for you. Like, oh, like, good for him. Because she already realized that she was done with your ass emotionally 6 months before you even realized it. Like, now you're not jealous, you're haunted, okay? Like, it's not about losing her, it's about someone else is about to receive the version of her that you didn't even appreciate, okay? So it's not even heartbreak, it's foresight. Your ass already seen it coming.
So crazy out here that I realized that if you got a woman that gives you wifey and best friend vibes, be a fool to let her go. And I once lost a woman that I was afraid to lose due to my own ambition, you know? Pushed her away. And now I'm realizing that women are protectors too. And when she loves you, it makes you feel like God is giving you a second chance at life. And what a lot of men are afraid to admit is that as big as we are, sometimes the scariest thing in the world is finally having a woman who makes us feel safe. I had someone like that, and she just wasn't a woman I loved. She was my soft space. Reminder that I was still worthy of gentleness, even when I didn't know how to give it back. And the truth is, I pushed her away, and it wasn't because I wanted the distance, y'all. It was because subconsciously I was blocked to receiving her love, and her closeness made me confront all the parts of me that I have been avoiding for years. So see, I know I didn't fear commitment. I don't think most men do. I think we fear being known. Because once a woman knows us, she sees our insecurities, our doubts, our fears, our cracks, our childhood trauma. She now got the power to leave. And for men who grew up with emotional absence, abandonment, or rejection, like we create distance before life can create heartbreak. So this woman I know she loved me purely, honestly, and deeply. She showed up with her presence, her softness, her loyalty, her intention. And I didn't know how to hold it, y'all. I kept telling myself, Alex, lock in, focus, build, grind, push, go. And the truth was, I didn't feel worthy of the kind of woman who could hold my soul without dropping it, y'all. So, bro, listen to me so you can learn. You can be so in love with her that it aches when you think about losing her. But if you never let her in on that love, you lose her anyways. It's not because she stopped loving you, but it's because she got tired of guessing if your heart was safe with her. And so for men like me who are athletes, entrepreneurs, high performers, overachievers, bro, we hide behind ambition. We think that it protects us. And so we think that success will never make us feel abandoned again. But what good is the world you're building if the woman who made you feel alive can't feel you building with her? So if she's your best friend, hold on. If you got a healthy shot at making that right, take it, bro. Right? What I've learned is this, man. Real love doesn't want to leave. It needs to feel chosen. And a man doesn't lose a good woman because he didn't love her. He loses her because he didn't believe he was worthy of the way she loved him. So, bro, I'm going to ask you this. You know that she loves you, but does she still know you love her? Deeply, safely, gently, honestly. Love. Oh, God.
For some men, losing a good woman feels like freedom, not because she was the problem, but because they don't have to face themselves. They can go back to their old habits, back to their half efforts, back to their emotional immaturity and call it peace. But what they really feel is relief from accountability. They feel relief from not having to grow. They feel relief from not having to love deeply with any type of consistency. Because a woman who challenges you to be better exposes everything that you've been running from. Instead of rising to meet her, some men choose comfort over connection, ego over effort, and they do not realize it until it's too late. That she was not asking for perfection. She was asking for effort. She was asking for honesty, growth. And by the time they do realize it, she's already healed into the woman that will never settle for less again. She won't.
Nothing, and I mean nothing, will scar a man more in his life than realizing he let a good woman go. For why he did it, insecurity, jealousy, not feeling good enough, it will literally haunt him for the rest of his life watching that woman get the man that she deserves to be with because he just simply could not step up to the plate.
One day they'll realize it. They're going to realize that they lost the one person that was willing to give them everything. And they're going to regret having messed around with your emotions and played with your mind. And they're going to realize that they lost the one person that was willing to put their own happiness second in order to make the other person happy.
She tried to do everything for you, bro. Admit it. You regret the way you treated that girl. You regret things that you said to her. You know she did everything for you. You know she was the reason why you were surviving. She had no judgment towards you. She had no hatred towards you. She had no jealousy towards you. She wanted to see you succeed so bad. She believed in you so much, and she was the girl that you've been asking for, the girl that you wanted, the girl that you said you needed. She was that girl. Then what happened? You got big-headed. Something came along and caught your eye. You finally got what you wanted. And what did you do? You left her. You degraded her. You talked about her. You made her feel like nothing. You made her feel so bad to the point where she felt as though the relationship ended because of her. See, you manipulated her. You switched everything on her. That girl wanted nothing but the best from you. She wanted to genuinely see you do nothing but succeed. She sacrificed her time, her energy, her love, her goals for you. Because she believed if you got good and you got in a position that you said you wanted to get in, you was going to repay her, you was going to help her, you was going to take her with you. But the moment that you reached your success, or the moment that you have gotten what you've always wanted, you left her. You didn't just leave her peacefully, though. You left her destroyed. That's the problem. You degraded her. You talked about her. You lied about her. You manipulated her. You manipulated her, the people around her and the people around you to think a certain narrative about her. For what? And now you regret it. And now you regret it because you have nothing.
Not every breakup hits a man the same way. But let me tell you, when a man realizes that he lost a real one, the regret is real. These things are what really makes a man regret losing his woman. Number one, the genuine love and the support. When he looks back and realizes that you were his biggest supporter, you were the one who believed in him even when he didn't believe in himself, that is a tough loss to swallow. Number two, the emotional safety and understanding that she gave him. Now, men don't always open up, but when men finally find somebody to help them open up and be vulnerable, that's rare. So losing that kind of connection definitely stings. Number three, it's the peace over the drama. Ladies, if you've brought peace into his life instead of chaos, trust me when I tell you, when you leave, it's a big difference. And he definitely notices the difference once you gone. Number four, having a woman who helped him grow. If you challenged that man to be better, pushed him toward his goals, you helped him mature, the impact does not fade, especially when he realizes all women are not doing that. Number five, the sickest part of it all, when she moves on and glows up. Nothing, and I mean nothing, makes a man reflect harder than seeing his ex-woman move on and up, genuinely being happy without him. The truth is, men do not always process regret immediately, but when they do, it's usually because they lost a woman who added value to their lives. Share this if you know your worth. Make sure y'all follow me for more tips. And if you need a one-on-one coaching session with me, the link is in my bio. King Crane.
What do you think most of us probably regret as men after a good woman walks away from us, an emotionally intelligent woman walks away from us, the relationship didn't work?
Appreciating her. Don't you feel like that? Don't you wish that you would have appreciated the dope women when you had them and been like, if I would have actually gave you the attention and treated you like how I needed to treated you, or treated how I should have treated you, I wouldn't have dealt with all the BS that came after you, all the karma, all the lessons, all the tramps and 304s that came after the emotionally intelligent women. That's what it teaches you, how to appreciate what you have, because that's rare. You're not gonna, the emotional intelligence is not the normal, especially in my generation. It's not normal at all. So when you lose something like that, it's a wake-up call, because your very next one isn't going to be emotionally intelligent. Promise you. You're going to fall in love again, and it's not going to be with an emotionally intelligent person. And it's always going to, when you lose an emotionally intelligent person, the next one is always a lesson to show you why you shouldn't have lost the emotionally intelligent person. Karma always comes after that type of person. This is a spiritual thing, I believe, too. So in order to be emotionally intelligent, that's a spiritual attribute. Emotions and spirit, those things go together. That's not a logical headspace at all. Spirituality has never been logical. That's a complete feminine attribute.
Can I describe how bad the regret is for a man that loses a great woman? One that would do pretty much anything and everything that he could possibly ever want. And here's the thing about regret, right? These guys really don't show regret. It's much like every other emotion outside of anger. They just choose to suppress it. And what they'll do is, more often than not, if they are chasing after another woman, or if they've been talking to another woman, they lost you because they were doing something they weren't supposed to do. They'll suppress all of this, right? They have tunnel vision, and that's pun intended, on these new women, on whoever it is that he is actively involved with, right? But it's not until he finds himself alone, whenever these women figure out who and what he is, or they're all done with him for other options, when that man circles back around, that's when you may see a little bit of regret. And even then, a lot of the times, enough time has passed that he really doesn't feel regret. He kind of just feels like he can slip right back in there and occupy his time with you and maybe feed you enough lines to where you will believe that he is actually sorry or that he's changed. Now, when the man is not with you, okay, and he's out actively pursuing all these other women, this is what you got to understand. These men are not out here changing their mindsets, right? If he's gone for 3 months and he's out chasing Betty Lou Who over here, he is not trying to work on anything that he is going to promise you when he comes back. Hey, I've been out, I'm really a changed person. He hasn't changed anything. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Men don't feel regret the moment you walk away, okay? Their regret comes in waves, in stages, long after you have already started healing. Level 1. At first, he feels relieved. He convinces himself that space will make everything easier. Then comes level 2. He distracts himself. He fills his time with noise, friends, work, scrolling, talking to new people. Anything to avoid feeling the shift your absence has created. If that already hit, follow, because I will explain men in a way that finally makes sense. Level 3. When the distractions wear off, nostalgia hits. He starts remembering the softness, the comfort, the calm. Level 4. Then he starts comparing. He tries new conversations, new attention, new connections. None of them land the same. Everything feels shallow. Then level 5. Now comes the realization. He starts remembering how deeply you cared, how you showed up, how patient you were. And he realizes he never matched your effort. Level 6. His ego cracks. He sees you quiet, not chasing, not checking, not responding. Then comes the ultimate level, level 7. Here's the part women never hear. Men regret losing you, not when you leave, but when the version of you that loved him disappears. And he realizes he cannot access her again. And that's when regret hits him in the chest, not in the mind.
I've never seen a man fumble a good woman and have a good life. Like, I've just never seen it. And honestly, I want to be proven wrong. But every time God, let's say, blesses a man with a really good woman, like an angel, that's not perfect, but she wants to try. She wants to be there for you. She's supporting you. She's thinking about your goals and dreams. She wants to build a life with you. And you fumble her, or you cheat on her, or you don't appreciate her. And then you lose her. Let's say you break up with her, she breaks up with you. I've just never seen men come back from that. Like, when they get that blessing and they lose it, God takes a while to bless them again, because a lot of times a lot of men don't understand that favor that you're getting on your life is because you have a good woman next to you, either praying for you, pushing for you, working with you, making sure that they're grinding with you, seeing where you're failing so they can come in and try to help you out. But when you lose that woman, or you push them to the point where they no longer even want to try anymore, the comeback is hard. Like, it's really hard for you to come back from that. And I haven't seen many men fumble good women and come back from it fast. Like, I've seen it take years, months, where it's their quality of life was one way with this woman, and they were living this life. They were living this great life where they're making the money they love. They're, dressed for success. They look amazing. They feel amazing. And they start feeling themselves. They start feeling like they don't need that woman. They need to get a better woman. They need somebody that looks better. They need somebody that does more. And then they end up fumbling the gift that God gave them. And then they think, oh, I just got to get it back on my grind. No, you lost your favor, because your favor was with the person that you were with, that was praying for you, that was fighting for you. And then you mess with that person's heart, or you broke their heart, or you broke their trust. And now you need to go learn that lesson. So you have to go change. You have to go get better before God can bless you with another blessing like that. He has to see that you can handle it, because the first time he blessed you, you lost it. So I would really, really encourage people to really think about that. You guys can say it in the comments. Have you ever seen a man lose a really good woman, somebody that was really rooting for them, and they come back from it fast?
Men always regret losing a good woman because once she's gone, their life fucking crumbles. They soon realize it was her love and spiritual protection that was keeping it together. At first, they're relieved because they know you're sad. They expect you to beg and cry whilst they're chasing temporary gratification, but it destroys them later down the line because they lost the spiritual shield that you provided. You prayed for them. You believed in them. You spoke life into their dreams when no one else did. A relationship with a good woman is a gift from God, and when a man fails to appreciate it, it's as if he's rejecting God's blessing. So God makes him experience all the consequences, especially if he hurt you. His life becomes chaotic, unstable, and nothing can fill the void. Once time passes and the grief finally catches up to them, they soon realize just how much you sacrificed, how much you endured, how much your prayers added to their life that they didn't even acknowledge. You were so patient, so forgiving, and that's usually the time that they come back. But by that time, you're thriving, you know your worth, and you've elevated your life to the point of no return because you understand the pain of being unappreciated outweighs the pain of change. God removed him from your your life to protect you from further harm, and that relationship did not align with the plans that God had for you because you are destined for more. You no longer waste any of your prayers on him. Instead, you pray for yourself, and if you are truly a good woman, then the blessings flow to you at such a miraculous rate because you've liberated all this energy that you just exhausted on him. God does not curse a man that loses a good woman, but he allows them to feel the full weight of your absence. Your departure can be a massive wake-up call for them, prompting them to change, to take accountability, and to actually grow. They realize your importance and they come back to you as a better version of themselves, so that the second time around, the relationship can actually flourish.
One thing I really, really strongly believe in, the presence of a woman in a man's life is a blessing. And when he fumbles a really good woman and God takes her away from him, that's his most painful lesson. Like the amount of times I've seen a man be blessed with a woman, with God bringing this beautiful angel woman into their lives to help them level up and become better. And he completely wastes the opportunity, drags her through the mud, and then finally, for whatever reason, the relationship ends. What almost every time happens afterwards is she comes out of it, she's in excruciating pain, but she moves on, she heals from it, and literally becomes even more of an angel and even more leveled up. Like, have you ever seen a woman go through a breakup and not level up? No, that doesn't exist. I'd argue breakups are like some of the best things that can happen to a woman because she will be the most evolved version of herself when she comes out of it. But a man, God, I've seen breakups destroy a man. I've seen men losing the best woman absolutely destroy him, where his life does not get better. God no longer brings him blessings into his life because he didn't earn it. He fumbled the blessing God sent him, and God's not going to send another one. Not till you grow, not till you learn. And a lot of the times, they take a really long time to do that. And so you see so many men have their quality of life go down for a really long time. I've seen men be at rock bottom for years because they fumbled this angel that came into their lives. And I think that's a really great lesson for men and women. When you fumble a blessing that was sent to you, God's not going to send you another one for a while. Why would he? Imagine you were a parent, you got your child a brand new toy that was really expensive because you wanted to reward them, and they break it like the first day that they get it. You're not getting them another one. You're going to have them learn their lesson to appreciate and take care of the things that are given to them. And I see the same with men and women and fumbling something really good for you.